Yes, I have. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm just going to talk about a number of things and kind of ramble on here. As you may all know, I certainly haven't been doing this for at least, I want to say, the past 2 years or more. And so I thought perhaps it may be time that I start doing a few things in this regard. And this is going to be what I like to refer to as video 1 in a series of videos that I will be doing as time moves forward. And I'm going to refer to the series of videos that I will be doing as spiritual threads. And as such, I will be discussing a number of topics in regards to spirituality. And as such, like I said, there's going to be a number of topics that we will be discussing. And among those, of course, will be in regards to addictions, addicts. It'll be with regards to spiritual guides, angels, and all that type of thing. And so in making these videos, I also intend to be doing some readings, more or less. It'd be more like many readings with some people, and because that actually will be restricted a bit with time limitations, so I prefer to do the many readings as compared to getting in to doing extensive hour-length readings and healings and so forth. And certainly I will also be doing some healings. And because with the readings, of course, there is the mediumship work that I will be doing. And certainly there has been some discussions about me doing becoming like live on Facebook by webcam. And as a result, of course, I would be answering various questions from those that wish to join me on Facebook. But at the moment, it's all rather just, we've had discussions about it, and I'm not all that sure whether or not that I will proceed with that. However, like I said, there's a number of things under discussion, and the reason for a lot of this, and certainly, during the past number of months, a number of people have suggested to me that I should be sitting before the camera and doing more interviews and attending some speaking engagements, and I've backed away from it. And the reason mostly for that is because now, I am in a, shall we say, a form of semi-retirement, and as such, I find that I just prefer to do things as I wish. And of course, I'm also working on my second book. Actually, in regards to the writing of my second book, it actually could be my third book, because what had happened was that I started to write on my second book, because my first book, and I will be telling you more about that in a few minutes, and but in regards to my second book, I started to write, and of course that was titled Ben, We Are Forever. And in regards to that book, while I had written a number of chapters, after a number of months, I just suddenly had decided that there may be a better way of doing it, because I had also started my third book, and as I looked at the two different files that I had written in, I decided to not proceed with the second book, which was Ben, We Are Forever. And I just come up with the idea that I would put the chapters that I had written into my third book, which is titled American Woman, and I would put the chapters in as an exclusive and featured chapter into that particular book. So with doing that as such, it meant that, like I said, now The American Woman is going to be my second book, and because Ben, We Are Forever, that particular book is now going to be featured exclusively as a chapter into that book. And so while I'm doing that, and the American Woman book is rather extensive and very, very time consuming, because I have many other things that I wish to do. And so, like I said, not always do I have the time to put to that. But in the meantime, I am working on that, in addition to doing healings and readings and things like that. And also, I've had many conversations with a lot of my former clients, and there's always something coming up there that keeps me rather occupied. And so anyway, in the meantime, I do want to mention a book that I have been reading recently. And it is a book that during the holidays I was gifted by a very dear friend and colleague of mine, whom I will be discussing later in upcoming videos. And anyway, the title of the book that I have been reading, which I can show you here some of it, is How to Kill a Narcissist. And it is written by J.H. Simon. And it is a fascinating book that really tells a lot about a narcissist and how they think and what they do and how it affects other people. And certainly I want to say that I have a colleague that, in fact, she had said to me that she says, I don't know why, she says, I feel, she says, that we attract narcissists. And I have to agree with her that I feel that for my life, for most of my life, I've been surrounded by these types of people. And a narcissist, as you know, is someone that certainly likes a lot of control, and they are the type of person that no matter what happens to them or what they do and so forth, they will never accept responsibility for their own actions. And no matter what happens to them, like I said, it's always someone else's fault and never theirs. And they are very controlling. And so anyway, again, I just want to mention this book and to say that it is a fascinating book. If you get a chance, by all means, do check it out. It is available on Amazon.com and many other bookstores and so forth. And it is absolutely a fascinating book. And as you can see there, it says How to Kill a Narcissist, and debunking the myth of narcissism and recovering from narcissistic abuse. And it is just, like I said, it's a very interesting read indeed. And also, while we're on the subject of books, I also wish to mention my book, and this was the first book that I've written, and it is titled Standing in the Shadows, The Light, and it too is available on Amazon.com, or in Canada, if you wish to check it out, at Amazon.ca, and it is available worldwide, and it's also available at Barnes & Noble. And so you may wish to check it out, and also when you do check it out on Amazon.com, there's also a sample reading that you can read a few pages of it, and it gives you a great and very detailed introduction to the book. So by all means, do check it out. It's been available now for a little over a year, and it's my first book that I had written, and it is actually an autobiography of me, my life, and so forth. But anyway, by all means, if you get a chance, do check it out, and it's titled Standing in the Shadows of the Light. And so anyway, as we move forward on the series of videos that I will be doing, I hope that you will join me from time to time. The videos in the beginning will be rather sporadic, so I'm not really able to say at this particular time when each and every video will become available. But however, they will be, of course, featured on YouTube, and so you'll be able to check it out there. And also I have a profile on Facebook.com as well as Twitter, and so you can check me out there. And so anyway, everybody, I thank you for joining me today, and anyway, hope to see you soon. In the meantime, stay well, and may God bless, and remember, stay in the light, and don't walk in darkness, because you just may happen to fall on the hand of evil. Anyway, everybody, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.